I'll just get my breath back. Welcome back to the channel, and thanks for clicking on this video. Look at this, stunning mountainous backdrops, wide expansive valleys, and what a glorious day to be back in the Lake District National Park for another wild camp. It's really hot, about 31 degrees in the car park there, so yeah, it's going to be a bit of a grueler, a bit of a testing one. I'm going up to the tops and beyond, so yes, first time back out in the Lake District for a long time, and first proper wild camp for a long time, solo. I brought the drone, so hopefully you'll see some nice footage later on in the video, so stick with it until the end. I'm really pleased to be back out. I'm going to be really pleased when I'm on top and I can get the tent pitched and relax, but for now I'm going to enjoy the exercise. A bit of a challenge in this heat. It's all good, that's what it's all about, in some fantastic scenery. So we'll crack on and we'll speak to you in a bit. Well, I tell you what, it's an absolute scorcher of a day, and it's a grueler of a hike so far. I'm just having a couple of minutes rest, cool down a little bit next to this stream. I brought my own water on this one. I wasn't sure, like I do on most of my camps, I wasn't sure where there's going to be a water source up there, especially given the dry weather, the lovely summer weather we've been having over the past couple of weeks. But I brought this. It's a platypus quick draw micro filter. It's got a decent flow rate, and I'm just going to take on board some water now. It's really quick and simple. You just got your dirty water bag, fill that up there, and then attach that, just filter it through into a bit of a clean water vessel, in that case another bag by Platypus. I'm just going to take on a bit of fluid. I'm not rushing on this one, I've got no rush whatsoever, no time limits, so especially given the weather, it's not a sprint. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, that's nice. There's probably a dead sheep 50 yards up on the rise, and if there is, I'll see if I last another month or so. But yeah, nice and handy. It just preserves my water on camp. Gonna sit, take on a bit more fluids, and then crack on. Well, I'm not gonna lie and pretend this is easy. It's a tough one. The heat is just a killer. Don't know whether you can see on my cap there, it's absolutely soaked, just sweating. So yes, I'm going to stop a little bit further on, take a little bit more water on board. Just been chatting to a nice couple, they've turned around, hopefully they're heading back to the pub. If you do end up watching the video, it was nice to meet you both. Why don't you give wild camping a try yourselves one day? You never know, you might love it. But yes, it's good for the old weight loss anyway. I've probably sweated out about 2 stone, so we carry on onto the next raise. I'll just turn you around. There we are. When we reach that higher ground, I'm going to sit and drink another half a litre of water, and we'll say hello to this walker. Well, we broke the back of it, thank goodness for that. I'm pretty much on the ridge to the spot I'm going to be pitching at this evening. Like most videos, I'm not putting the location. For those of you that know this area, it's obvious. All I'd ask, please, just in terms of the ethos of wild camping, don't, if you know it, that's great, please do keep it to yourself. If you write in the comments you know where it is, sadly I'm going to just remove it, because I don't want to sort of encourage any particular, not that I'm a big YouTube channel by any means, I don't mean it like that, but I don't want to put any pressure on one particular spot. So if you know it, that's great, and if not, sorry, I can't say where it is. It's just in the Lake District National Park. I get a lot of questions saying, can you tell me where to go, can you drop me a grid reference? I never got that, and I'm not telling anyone else because, oh, I never got it so you're not, because I genuinely believe the best way to do it is to come out and just explore yourself. Go and find your own places. You really enjoy it more. It's a lot more rewarding than someone saying, here's a grid reference, go there. Go and explore. You'll get fitter, you'll become more confident in your own abilities, you will increase your skill set, and I think you'll find the whole experience a lot more enjoyable. I'm going to turn you around and show you what I'm looking at, and it's spectacular. So these are the views looking down, and how nice is that? There's a lovely cool breeze here on the tops, so that's going to be really nice and welcome. Certainly when I get the tent pitched, I'm going to try and orient it so that breeze is flowing right through. The Perseids meteor shower, I'm not sure whether it's peaking this evening, but it was the last super moon of the year, the sturgeon moon last night, so it's still going to be a big moon, so it's going to be fairly bright, but I'm going to be looking for the Perseids. I don't know whether I'll be able to film it. I'll try, and if I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. But it's going to be a spectacular night. I'm just going to take on a little bit more water, and then we're going to be hopefully at the pit site very soon. Look at them views. Absolutely stunning. Really is. Spectacular. Onwards. Well, it is 20 past 6 and I've been faffing round for about an hour trying to find a pitch. Now the truth is that I saw an Instagram reel a while back and I know it's in this area and it was a lovely pitch. It might have been right on the top here, but for me it's a bit too close to the path. I just can't relax. I know it's late, there's no one around, but I won't be able to relax if I'm there. So yeah, I'm just trying to find somewhere flat. I'm knackered now, I must admit. I'm absolutely gagging for a beer. Got 3 little craft beers, a little mini bottle of Chianti, and obviously we got to put the tent up and get that all set up. So I'm absolutely soaking wet with sweat. It's disgusting, I know, but that's the truth of it in this weather. So I'm going to stop faffing basically. I've got to stop it. I need to get some filming done. I need to get the tent pitched. It's possibly here. Again, don't mention the location if you know it, but I think they might have been pitched right here. But there's the path, and I don't want to do that. I've been looking at a few ledges, but I mean, look at this as the view opens up there. That is spectacular. It would be so nice to go here. There's tsetse flies everywhere. I know they're not tsetse flies, someone pointed that out. I mean, that would be a lovely pitch. I've had a little look down at some ledges and I can't see any. I've been scrambling down that gully, back up again, up and down, yo-yoing up the cliff face trying to find somewhere, but oh my, what the hell? Look at that, the swarm of like hideous flies. Anyway, I don't even know if I brought the midge net. Yeah, the conundrum, the perfect pitch conundrum. I'll bring you back when I've made my mind up. Well folks, that's going to have to do. It's not the most perfect pitch, and probably the first thing people might say is, why haven't you pitched it sideways so you can see the view? Well, because of the ground, it just slopes away too quickly. So the flattest pitch is how I've got the tent set up now, but I don't mind because I can still look out through the doors. Yeah, absolutely shattered, but what a stunning rocky ledge. Got a tarn over there, I'll tell you all about that in a minute because I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. I'll consult the map. But yeah, I'm going to quickly get all the stuff in, open the first beer, and just enjoy this fantastic view. relax. Well, we're pretty much all set up, and I know I look stylish. I'm sporting the buff I've had since I was 14. So yeah, I'm just starting to relax, cool down a little bit with this lovely breeze. I've got both doors on the tent open, so that's really nice. That's just blowing through, and yeah, the sun's still in the sky, spin you round, nice and high, so we've got quite a lot of daylight left. We got the sleep mat, just an old Neo Air X-Lite now, Trichology pillow, another one because I like to sleep quite high. The tissue, aka the £10 as the sleeping bag, which is awful, but I can't afford to get myself a new lightweight summer bag, so we're just using that and making do, and it's warm anyway, so it doesn't really matter. For our evening meal, we've got a minced beef hot pot by Adventure Food, and stove wise I've got all my cooking stuff just there. It's the EOE Cabaltim and the MSR titanium kettle, just to boil the water up. What I'm going to do is just use the last of the water which I filtered from the stream down in the valley below. I'm going to use that to cook up this meal. And I'm going to get on with that because I want to spend the rest of the evening just admiring these views. I think there's going to be a really lovely sunset, and I don't want to be eating, I want to be out filming that, trying to capture it. I've got the drone, so I'm going to bring you some hopefully spectacular footage on these stunning fells on this really lovely summer's day. So whilst that's on the go, I'm going to find my long handled spork. These come in really handy for digging around in these packets and not getting your fingers full of food. It's in the top of the lid, it's always in the pocket, which is the hardest to get to. That's just the way of wild camping. And then I think it's going to be time, here we are, come in really handy, worth its weight in gold, and only weighs a few grams, but they're really good. So yeah, it's time for the first beer, folks. Yeah, I've had enough faffing. It's time to really start relaxing. And this one, it's a Faith. It's a hazy pale ale by Northern Monk. Good solid pale ale. I've had it quite a lot. Let's get into it. What a setting to have a beer to. Let's raise the can to the view. Look at that. Have faith. It was an absolute nightmare getting here, full of traffic. I cancelled the trip yesterday because there was 2 separate crashes on the M6. There's another crash today, routed me all the way through Preston. It was an absolute BA to get here, but having faith, it always comes off with a little bit of perseverance, so it was worth it in the end. Cheers everyone. Absolute nectar. Speak to you in a bit. Well, that was nice, you know, I've had them before. Good solid choice, nice and stodgy, fills you up after a day on the fells. You know, when you've expended a bit of energy, it just makes you feel full, so I choose that one quite a lot really. If I spin you round, you can see the sun is starting to set, and it won't be long before it dips behind that ridge, and when it does so, I expect the temperatures to get a little bit colder, and I might have to get the jacket on, but I think it's time to, despite the wind, I'm we'll get that drone up and we'll try and show you what this spot looks like from the air so you can appreciate it a little bit better. Well, that's the very last of the light just behind me. There's some like mosquito which keeps following me around the tent. Oh god. Yep, last of the light. Look at that. How good. It's just amazing. There's a couple of people up on the top for a bit, just taking in the sunset. But yes, look at that. What are these flies? I mean, Christ alive. Noise out of them. Sounds like Formula 1 above my head. Cars flying past. Anyway, tent, me, the midgies are gone, but you know, they've been replaced by something even worse. Yeah. Anyway, the plan for the rest of this camp is we've got one last beer, drink that. We've got some nice nuts, bit of cheese, gonna enjoy that. And then hopefully it won't be too long before the stars start coming out. And we might see a few meteors, the Perseids meteor shower. So stay tuned, I'll let you know. I'm gonna finish the rest of this one. And yeah, I will speak to you in a bit. Well, it's been a while. Welcome back. This is what we're on. A little mini bottle of Chianti. It's what me and Walshy had a couple of weeks ago on a local camp to us. But tales from the tent. It's been a while. Yeah, it feels so good to get back out on a wild camp. I haven't got any particular subject that I want to talk about really. All I'll mention is that I was going to go yesterday. That was the plan, to go up after work, but a couple of crashes on the M6. I hope everyone was okay, if anyone's involved in that. That's the main thing, but I mean the traffic was a nightmare. So yeah, basically I kind of, it was as though I was looking for an excuse, even though I didn't want to wait in a traffic jam. Obviously it was like, okay, I'll have that, that's my ticket out. And I felt pretty bad, to be honest, last night. It was like, let myself down, why haven't I done it? Have I made a proper video for ages? You'd enjoy it, go. And I fell into that trap, which, you know, quite often we sometimes do, don't we? We can't be bothered, and you've got to really give yourself a push to kind of get over that. And I packed my bag as well, so it was waiting there, and I felt a bit guilty last night, to be honest, because I hadn't gone and done what I planned to do, and I'd taken the easy option, which was to take the excuse out. So there you go. But last night, kind of, you know, you have a little words with yourself. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Get up, have a bit of a lie in, because I was knackered anyway after work all week. So yeah, I've come out today instead. So it just shows you, when you can't be bothered, and it's easier to take the easy option sometimes, to say oh no and cancel. Give yourself a push, get out there, and invariably, look, I mean, I've had a cracking day today and more top memories made. So it's always worth just giving yourself that push to get yourself out the door, even if you can't be bothered, because you're always going to enjoy it if you do. And sometimes it's like, it seems a monumental effort is required to do that, but yeah, life lessons. So we're on the Chianti. We've got a little bit of cheese. We got some cashew nuts somewhere in there, which I got for my dinner. But yeah, it's been a fantastic camp. I love this tent, love the way I can sit up in it. It's a shame, well, it is a lovely picturesque pitch, but in terms of the ground, it's not the most level. I'm going to be sliding that way throughout the night, but I don't really mind. It's only one night, isn't it? But I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of this. A couple of little snacks, and I'm going to stick my head out. If I see any meteors, and you know it looks like, you know, they're quite intense, I'll bring the camera back out. It's only the little action cam, but it might pick up some of it. If I don't film that, it just means I'm not seeing any. So if not, I'll see you in the morning. If you see the meteors, that's a bonus, but I'll speak to you all in the morning. Good night. Well, morning campers. Not a bad night's sleep, all things told. This is my morning view out of one vestibule. Take you around to the other side where the midges are back out in full swing, and there we are. Hope you like that bit of drone footage. It's really warm in the tent. That sun is absolutely raging already, so it's going to be another nice summer's day. I'm going to have a quick coffee, a breakfast bar, get packed down, and I will speak to you when we're getting sorted. We're all packed away. Quick sight check again, as always, just to make sure there's absolutely no trace of the fact that I've been here other than this flattened grass, and that of course is the way it always should be. So that is it for another wild camp. I've had an absolutely fantastic time in the Lake District National Park, and yeah, reset the old stress clock, made some brilliant memories. I was up last night for a couple of hours. The camera couldn't pick them up, but I was watching the Perseids meteor shower. They're just south of the constellation Andromeda, so if you look for that for as long as they're lasting, you might see some yourself, especially in dark sky sites. But it's really nice just to be sat in the tent, little bottle of red, just watching the meteors with some nice music on. It was really, well, yeah, you've got to be there to experience it, haven't you? And that's what it's all about, getting out, doing it, and when you do, respecting the environment, looking after it, and leaving no trace. If you've enjoyed this video, please just take the time, give it a quick thumbs up. It means a lot and it helps me out, and it's absolutely free. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. And there's a Facebook group. I run that with a couple of my mates, help moderate it. You're welcome to come and join that and share pictures of doing things like this and get loads of tips and advice. It's a really friendly and welcoming group. There's no arguments, and I like to say it's run really well. I'll see you on the next adventure. Don't forget, get your little ones out, introduce them to the outdoors, take them on adventures. They absolutely love it, and yeah, what a fantastic time. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching and take care.